Good day, ladies and gents. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back to you with some more Warpforge, and today we are going to be playing Imotekh the Stormlord, which I do think is currently a pretty good pick for Skirmish if you are being annoyed by Space Wolves. So, the deck that I showcased a couple of days ago, I know it's super annoying and toxic. And if you're feeling like you have a lot of problems with Space Wolves, I think this guy could be a very good answer. Now, why is that the case? Well, that is because we have built Imotekh as a duelist combo type warlord, so he basically depends on two things. A, he can become a very strong duelist through his Conquering Tyrants and Immortal Prides, which is going to give him armor 2, make his ability free basically, warlord ability, and with Conquering Tyrant he's gonna get a total of +4 attack, while also healing 10 HP. With the combo, obviously, it is the Damaged Hexmark, which you can just drop, and together with the Extermination Protocols and Hyperlogical Strategists, you can just spam the hell out of that, and then you just end up one-shotting the enemy Warlord, because in Skirmish, the HPs are less than Classic, right? Now, the reason why this is good against the Space Wolves is quite simple, actually. Because Space Wolves really depend on using their hunt marks, and if they want to use their hunt marks, they need troops to target, and we are literally giving them no troops to target. The only thing we're giving them is basically the Ophydian Destroyer, which is going to be stealthed, so not much to do there, honestly. You could even omit the Ophydian Destroyer, I'm not even sure if it's that necessary. So, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be playing this as a duelist with our Immortal Pride. We will also mitigate the damage from Blood Claws as well as the raid tactics. So overall, we get a pretty good package here of what can deal with the Space Wolves. We also got one Methodical Destruction just to remove anything that's going to be too pesky. And we do have the Awakened Obelisk as our defense card, mostly to use this to trigger the Hexmark, and also to help us with some early game removal by giving us extra damage and an extra Extermination Protocol. The other thing you could use is Divination of Menhir, just for, again, comboing with your Damaged Hexmark. For example, you drop this, you play Divination, then you play, for example, Extermination Protocol. Don't go for Resurrection Vault, because it's not going to give you a lot of value considering the lack of troops in this deck. So, without further ado, let us jump in and let's see how well our Imotekh can actually do versus the Space Wolves. Let us roll and let's see what we can do. And let's hope that we do face some Space Wolves. The problematic Space Wolf is going to be, in this case, more problematic Logan, because he does come with his wolves, which can be a little bit of a problem, because then it kind of gives him an alternative to work with rather than just relying on hunt marks, for example, or you playing troops. So that is basically one basically one way to do it. Okay, what do we do here? So I think for starters, I think we attack him, we just heal up, and we can honestly use the Hyperlogical Strategist just to get another Conquering Tyrant. So extra Conquering Tyrant is never a bad thing. Now Asmodai is a little bit tricky, so it could be pretty good. Alright, so he drops an invisible troop. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to play my Immortal Pride just to armor up and strike him down.
We are the hunters! We are the Dark Angels!
Okay, so he does drop a couple of things here. And this is what we're gonna do. So, now that we see that he dropped some things, a couple of ideas that I have here. I think the first thing is we can play Conquering Tyrant. We can smack this. We can do this. And now, again, we're looking pretty strong. We already have 4 attack. We have 1 armor. So that is looking pretty good. That is looking pretty good.
My quest for vengeance is eternal.
Okay, so he does drop the Dreadnought, which is going to get a little scarier, but fortunately for me, the Dreadnought only does like 1 damage instead of 2 because of my armor. So I do get a couple of ways of dealing with this now. So one way I could do this is certainly to do another Conquering Tyrant, just heal up and whack him, which honestly I don't dislike the idea of. It's just that it's gonna be 5 damage and still not gonna be enough to take him out. But I actually see something here. Wait. Boys, I think we might have lethal here. We're gonna strike this. We are going to drop the Damaged Hexmark. So 1, 2... Yeah, that's GG. I believe that should be GG. That's 1. That is gonna be 2. That is going to be 3. And that is going to be 4. So, here's the important thing about what we're doing here. Whenever they drop something that is beyond the kill reach of the Damaged Hexmark, it's going to attack the Warlord in most cases. So, if the Hexmark can kill something, that is what it's going to attack. So, for example, if I had dropped the Hexmark and just started using spells, it would have first attacked the Flyer because it's a destroyer. It has to attack what it can kill. So you gotta be very careful when you use it, and Dreadnoughts like that really do help you set that up. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, we got Ivan. Okay. Nice to see Ivan Vanko.
The wolf stalks no more. Now
Just gonna say hi. Also sorry for being a little bit inattentive, guys. I got a couple of messages I had to answer from work. So... honestly think I can attack him.
start of a saga for the ages.
You will whisper my name with fear and respect.
Alright, this should be good. So he's gonna drop the wolves now, which is gonna be a little bit scary, but not much I can really do about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to heal with this. I'm not gonna get the armor. I'm actually gonna do this. Now, reason for that is I want to attack him because I want to bring him down to a point where I could potentially kill him. Okay, he's gonna use the Grey Hunters to buff that wolf. That's completely understandable. It's what you mostly expect there. So those wolves are gonna do a hell of a lot of damage. That's 1. And that's gonna be 2. Fair enough. So what we do want to do here is we want to use the Hexmark. Now the Hexmark might actually go face because he did buff those wolves there. So we do hope it's gonna go face. Yeah, it does go face. And that pretty much means that we win the game. There we go. GG. There we go. Now, here's why we technically managed to win that. The Hexmark would have attacked the wolves because it has 0 ranged attack. When something has 0 ranged attack, what the Hexmark Destroyer basically does, it registers as it has a good trade, so it's gonna go there. But because he chose to buff it, which of course he should have, it wasn't the wrong play, it gave the Hexmark a green light to go to the Warlord instead. So yeah, I'd say profit. Pretty damn good. Let's see if we can get more Space Wolves, because I mostly want to see Space Wolf matchups with this, so that I can show you guys that this can actually deal with that. I think this is like one of the more effective Space Wolf killers right now for Skirmish. As you can see, mostly because like when you don't give Space Wolves anything to answer with their hunt marks and stuff, they start like just passing turns until they get to hyper late game. And when they are at hyper late game, Imotekh usually manages to outdo them. Okay, we got another Space Wolf. Alrighty. I think that works. So Ophydian Destroyer is a tricky one because that means, look at this. If I play Ophydian Destroyer here,
I will reshape this galaxy.
oh, this is actually very interesting, like what I'm supposed to do here, guys. Because if I play Ophydian into... Oh, okay, no, never mind. That's fine. If I play Ophydian into something... Oh my god, okay, brother, okay, take it easy. If I play Ophydian here, that means... And then if I stealth it, it kind of means the next turn I'm not doing my Immortal Pride, right? Decisions. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little bit of a interesting move. So, this is what I do. Because I want to leave that one extra energy so that I can do Immortal Pride next turn. So that's an important part. Now, if he has a Wolfen, he could use it to destroy this. Alright, that, you know, I don't mind that. That's actually fine. And he doesn't go face either. That's pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smash into this. Then I'm gonna play Immortal Pride. What that does is not only does it give me armor, it also armors up the Destroyer and also allows it to go stealth. And that is pretty good because now he does need a either a Wolf and Pack Leader or something to remove that. So it's pretty good. Okay, no, just Grave Hunters. It's still scary. I mean, that's a lot of damage, but it's not that much. Is he gonna attack me? That's the question. He chooses not to attack me. Now, choosing not to attack me, I think, might be good and bad. So, this is what I'm gonna do here. I'm actually gonna make life for him quite a bit difficult. Alright. So now, he's in a bit of a pickle. Because again, I'm not giving him targets. This one is stealth, I'm in armor, I already have high melee attack. And the more the game drags on, the more I win. Plus, there's no raid tactics coming out yet. And even if there is raid tactics, it's gonna deal much less damage. Okay, that's a problem. He's kind of stacking that hunter mark like crazy. Which could actually become a problem at some point. So, I do hope it's not gonna be a game-winning problem. Let's see how that rolls. Oh, we got another healing. Very interesting. So, I am going to use it. Undoubtedly. I am also going to bash into his face. I'm gonna use one of these and just get this again. Recycle it. Recycle it again because I'm looking for something more effective than those things. I'm looking for either more armor or more damage. Something like that, right? It's good that those wolves can't really melee attack me because they just get removed. Okay. Oh, does that? That is so stupid, though. I don't like the fact that the wolves just randomly attack everything with the hunter mark on them in stealth. But nevertheless, the issue there is that despite that, he's not in the perfect position. We're still at an advantage here. Surprisingly enough. Surprisingly enough, the advantage is still ours. So, question is how we're gonna do it. Ooh, there's my little hex mark. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna armor up a little more. I am going to do this, then this, Then I'm gonna start healing myself. And it's gonna be quite a bit of healing. Then I attack him. And I bash. So that 7 healing that he got from the Hunter Mark really did a number on me. But now there's no troops for him to target. And I have 2 armor on me. Now 2 armor is already serious. So that makes us very durable. Okay, he's gonna drop the Black Mane Reaver. He's trying to get some stuff. He's gonna do the War Howl. Gonna drop some Fenrisian Wolves there. Which we understand. Okay. So, what do we have here, boys? What do we have here? We got a little oopsie, I think, right? Yeah, that's gonna be GG. That is pretty sick. That's gonna be 1. So those Fenrisian Wolves were like a very good way of just stopping me from attacking the Warlord directly, but it's still not enough because, as you can see, these guys can just clear him up without an issue. So there you go. GG. Good night to the Space Wolves. Alright. Now, let's continue with another game. Alright, now we got Chaos. Now, Chaos is actually something we're not really good against, because Galaron there is going to be dropping some big combos. Now, this is a bad matchup. This is not a good matchup. It does depend on how lucky he manages to get, but it's not a good matchup. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing. As counterintuitive as it may seem, guys, it's sometimes good to just do that because you want to keep the stealth, and you want like that 1 extra energy so that next turn you can play Immortal Pride. If I played Hyperlogical Strategist, sure, I would have kept the extra card for value, but I would not be able to play these. That's why I'm not playing the 1 cost card, and instead I'm playing the 0 cost. So, again, it might seem weird to you, but I think now you get why I'm doing that, right? That should make it clear.
I will rise again from this defeat
GG.
and claim my vengeance.
So, reason why that Ophydian Destroyer is pretty good in that deck, as you probably can see, is because it can help you in these like weird matchups where you really need early removal so that Galaron does not end up going too crazy. Okay, again the same things, but this time we have Sylar Hexcorn. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So there's not gonna be much difference there. What the hell? What? Did he... What? Anyway. Okay, that's an issue. He already starts with something a little bit nasty. Not a little bit, I would actually say quite a bit nasty, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna stealth this. And we are going to hope he does not do a game-winning combo right away, but I do have potentially 8 damage to stop it, so let us hope. Let us hope we can deal with it. So this Ophydian Destroyer works really well when you're fighting against Chaos specifically. God. That is quite nasty. What can I say? Realistically, she should attack with that. Come on, don't make that mistake. You should attack. Yeah, smart. Now, that is pretty good for him. Because I get shut down on many, in many ways here. Because I'm kind of forced to sacrifice this. Am I actually? You know what? I choose to let it live. I choose to let it live. And take extra damage in return. I choose to let that live because otherwise I have nothing to deal with the onslaught that he's going to be throwing upon me in a moment. So yeah, I have to. I have to keep this alive.
I'll destroy you!
So you know, the thing about playing against Chaos here, the good thing, I mean, is as long as you can keep removing his stuff, he kind of doesn't have much to do afterwards, right? So I think this is good. So maybe he should not have another Mark of Chaos now. I sincerely hope he doesn't. Otherwise it's gonna get very ugly. He already like overbuffed 2 units, so I assume maybe he doesn't have the next one. So that I can just Methodical Destruction that. Okay, that's good. Oh my god, okay. Ooh, that's close. That is closer than you want to see. We shield. We're gonna do this. We're gonna shoot him. We're gonna do a little bit of healing. And we're gonna do a little bit more healing. Slowly making it very difficult for Sylar to trade with us, which is really good. Uh-oh, that's not good. What? No troops. That's interesting. Well, I kind of do know what he's up to there. Let's heal up more. He wants to do a Draconian finisher, I believe, but it's not gonna cut it, I think, here. Didn't get enough to kill him, but I think we're good now. Cause his HP is not enough to deal with me. Even with a combo. Alright, GG. That was very close. That was very, very close. Again, I think the Ophydian Destroyer play saved us both times against Chaos. I guess that is why you probably don't want to cut out the Ophydian Destroyer, because you're not only playing against Space Wolves, right? There's gonna be other things out there as well that you want to fight, so I mean, you're gonna have to fight. Maybe you don't really wanna, but see what you mean. Okay, we got another one. Oh, it's Ivan again. Okay. Alright, I see. I see.
The wolf stalks no more. Now steel shall speak. This is the start of a saga for the ages.
You will whisper my name.
Let's see if Ivan gets his rematch here. Probably just plays his wolves again. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. He chose to not play the wolves. He chose to destroy the destroyer, and honestly speaking, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's a good play he did there. I believe that to be the correct play. Now we are gonna heal, obviously, and we're gonna smash him. We're gonna make sure that we got some melee attack going here. Maybe some armor on top of that later, so... Okay, there's Tirnak and Fenrir again. This is not enough to kill him yet. So we're gonna armor up. We're gonna see what we can do here. I think the next turn we can actually kill him again. Oh, raid tactics. So we really did really well by armoring up. This is going to decrease the damage significantly. Like that's huge, guys. That like being 1 is huge. All right. I hope he doesn't go face. That would actually be wrong if he goes face here. Yeah. Oh. Man played correctly there. And I am gonna have to wait a minute. I think we're gonna have to do this, yeah. I don't think I'm missing lethal here. And he's not gonna be able to ping me 12 times, so I think we're fine, right? Did I miss lethal? Well, potentially there could have been if I got a good stratagem from this, but that's the issue. You don't really have it guaranteed that it's gonna happen, right? So yeah, it's kind of hard in that sense. Now he's doing the correct play. You do want to play a lot of those wolves, but the issue with that is it doesn't matter because I mean, they're gonna attack the Warlord anyway, so you know. But GG. So as I said, guys, this deck is a very good Space Wolf Slayer. This is like really good. So if you're like having a trouble against Space Wolves, and if you're a Necron fan, then here's my gift to you. Basically, this is really good. So, gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm almost done with my Necron games here. It is a pretty good deck. It is a pretty good deck for just dealing with the Space Wolves while also being quite balanced on the ladder. Probably the biggest problem this is gonna have is the Orcs, because Orcs are quite difficult with their go wide board spam, but that's pretty much what it is, right? You can't have a deck that's great against everything. So leave a comment and tell me what you think. Ecclesiarch out.